5 things in my American house I wish we had in Europe. Sarah, say hello to our friends.
Hi guys!
Our friends, thank you so much for all the support. We really appreciate that. That said, Sarah, ask them for the most important thing.
Guys, leave a like, thumbs up.
And if they subscribe,
You make our day.
damn right. The link below. Let's go.
As a Brit living in America, there are things in my house here that genuinely make me question how we do things in the UK.
Okay.
Not in a dramatic way, but in a why are we not doing this kind of way? And now that I've lived with them, I don't think I could go back, not easily anyway. So here are 5 things in my American house that I desperately wish were standard in the UK.
Okay, tell
Starting
us.
with one that honestly makes no sense that we don't have.
Okay, 5 things. We have to make predictions here, Sarah.
Yeah.
Do you want to start with this?
Garbage disposal.
Garbage disposable. I don't think it's a thing in the UK. I think you may be right on that one. I'm gonna go with the air condition because I think it's even less popular in the UK than it is in our country.
Right.
But in America, it was everywhere.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's see.
Number 1, window screens.
What?
Every single window in my American house.
Window screens?
That is for what?
I think this is for bugs, insects, stuff
Oh,
like
okay.
that. Okay, but for real, my friends, how common is this in America? Anyone watching have one of those? If so, leave us a like, leave us a comment. Because do you think this is practical?
No, maybe they only use this in the warmer states.
Maybe in the summer, yeah.
Yeah.
In the winter does not make a lot of sense. I guess, but I'm not sure. But it looks a bit bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They windows looking this way. I don't know. My friends, tell us.
As a fitted screen. Before moving here, I had never seen that in my life. In the US, it's just normal, standard, and expected. And the argument is, well, America has way more bugs. True,
Oh, okay.
bugs here are on another level. Creatures I didn't even know existed.
What?
But we still have flies in the UK. You open a window on a hot day or just to let some fresh air in, and suddenly you're lying in bed at 2 a.m. being psychologically tortured by one single buzzing fly. And the worst
That's
thing
annoying.
is, it is completely preventable. These
Okay.
screens are simple, cost effective, and they just work. They keep out flies, random insects, leaves, dirt, and wandering animals. I once had a cat casually stroll into my house in the UK while I was cooking with the back door open. Not traumatic, but also not ideal. Screens solve that.
You know what? Maybe this protects against raccoons and stuff like that.
Yes, right.
But I don't think raccoons. No, probably this makes no sense. Raccoons are around garbage stuff, and these during the night.
Yeah, but they could come in
To the house.
yeah, through the
Uh,
kitchen maybe.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. What the hell do I know?
They let air in without letting the outside world invade your house. Number 2, how open American houses are. One
Oh,
of the
Yeah.
biggest differences I noticed moving to the US is how open houses feel compared to the UK.
no, here, for example, nowadays, back in the day, the kitchen used to be its kind of own place, the living room, a different place, right? But now it's like open space. It's
Yeah.
like kitchen, living room, dining room.
We call that American way, right?
Yeah, we call that the American way, open
Yeah.
space for sure.
In many older or more traditional UK homes, not all of course, you walk through the front door into a small hallway, and then there's another door into the living room, and then another door into the kitchen, and so on. There's just so many doors and so much closed off space.
No, but I honestly, I don't know in the UK for sure, but at least in our country, this is becoming more of a thing.
Yeah.
Open space is at least new homes, of course. It's something that people really want.
A lot of that comes from how UK houses were built. Homes were often more compact, designed to keep heat in. and laid out with separate rooms. It made sense at the time. But here in the US, open plan living is much more common. The living room flows into the dining space, which
Right.
opens into the kitchen. Fewer doors, fewer walls, and much more light. And the
Yeah.
point
Yeah,
is,
I love
it
that.
changes how the house feels. It feels bigger, it feels more social. If I'm in the
Yes.
kitchen, I'm still part of what's going on. It doesn't feel
No, but again, this is becoming very common here. It's exactly this way.
Yeah.
Again, we call this open space here also, you know. But back in the day, no. But now, yeah.
closed off. In the UK, even in perfectly lovely homes, the layout can sometimes make everything feel more compartmentalized. Now that I've lived in an open plan space, going back to lots of separate rooms is going to feel quite different. Number three, washing machines in the kitchen. Again, not every single UK home, but in many older or smaller houses, the washing machine lives in the kitchen.
Oh, but this is in the UK. Okay. Five things. Wait, the title says five things in American house I wish we had in the UK. Oh, but she. This is a bit misleading because she does not want to have a washing machine in the
Yeah.
kitchen. But I guess in the UK this is common. Here this is also common in apartments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine always did. It was just part of the kitchen setup. You didn't really think about it or really care about it. But having now lived somewhere where the washing machine has its own separate space,
I love
sometimes
that.
even a proper laundry room, I've
Yes,
realized what
makes
a difference that
sense.
makes. You're not trying to cook while something is on a loud spin cycle. You're not
Right.
storing laundry detergent next to your food. It keeps washing completely separate from where you prepare meals. And one
Our first apartment had the washing
Yeah.
machine in the kitchen also, but I always thought that made no sense.
Yeah, but
I mean, yeah,
it was a small apartment,
yeah, it
so
was a small apartment, but I never liked that. It was one of the things because I was okay with the apartment. I that thing I never liked it because it's like I'm doing spaghetti and you are taking care of the clothes next to
dirty
me.
clothes.
It's I don't know. It's I never
Yeah.
I always thought that was so weird, you know.
Once you get used to having that extra space dedicated just to laundry, it's surprisingly hard to imagine going back. Number four,
Yeah.
plug sockets in bathrooms. This one still surprises me. In the UK, you don't usually see normal plug sockets in bathrooms, apart from little shaver sockets, mainly because of safety rules around water. Standard sockets are generally only allowed if they are far enough away from baths or showers, and most UK bathrooms just aren't big enough for that. It's not that the UK doesn't have safety protection, we do. Most UK homes use RCD protection, which cuts the power if a fault is detected. Most UK homes also run on
Okay, there is rules about this here actually about the sockets, but we have energy inside of the bedroom.
Yeah.
Maybe to be fair, I feel like yeah, we have one socket in our bedroom. That's not a lot. The more I think about, but yeah.
30 volts, and because of that, regulations are stricter about placing sockets close to water. So, most of us are used to drying our hair in the bedroom or using a socket outside the bathroom. For me personally, I used to have to dry my hair in the hallway outside the bathroom. Not
Oh.
ideal. In the US,
Oh, but it is different. Again, the UK. I mean, Portugal is much better than the UK. That's the reality. But no, jokes aside, it's different here.
Yeah.
We have sockets in the bedroom, but there is rules about need. They need to. There is
Where
certain
you put there?
yeah certain meters that there is rules. I don't know the exactly the technical rule, but I know there is rules. But you can have.
bathroom outlets are completely normal. They also have built in fault protection. Outlets are allowed closer to where you actually need them. And from a practical point of view, it does make getting ready a lot easier. Now, number five is kitchen islands. Kitchen islands are something I really, really noticed here.
I would say this. I still think this is kind of a rich thing here,
Yeah.
having an island, but it's becoming again more common.
Yeah. It's becoming a trend.
Yeah. I think we are importing a lot of stuff from America
Right,
recently. But back in the day, yeah, if you went to someone's house and they had a kitchen island, I mean, does not mean the person is rich automatic, but is a status thing, you know.
Right.
Nowadays, I think it's a bit more common.
Yeah.
Now, not every American home has one, of course,
Yeah.
but they're much more common here than they are in the UK. In the UK, unless you have
But I think the reason is also obvious because kitchens here are so small, an island is a lot of space. So.
Yeah.
Now, not every American home has one, of course.
And sorry, I'm going to connect everything. The reason they are becoming more popular is because of the open spaces that we have now. Because with the open space,
You can create more space.
yeah, exactly. That less walls, so that's why this is becoming more common.
Kitchen islands. Kitchen islands are something I really, really noticed here. Now, not every American home has one, of course, but they're much more common here than they are in the UK.
Makes
In the
sense.
UK, unless you have a fairly large kitchen,
Yeah.
islands aren't really standard,
Mm.
but I do think they're practical. They give you extra counter space, extra storage, and somewhere to sit or talk while someone is cooking. And
Yeah, it's great.
And I think they go well into the open space idea because you are working, and if someone is in the couch or watching TV, you are also participating.
Yeah.
If
Yes.
you are against the wall, you cannot talk, you know. So this is becoming more common because I think this video is kind of connected actually. The open space now, the island. I think everything is related.
what I really, really love about it. It also fits with the open plan style of American homes because the kitchen often becomes the center of the house rather than a separate room.
Yeah.
And once you get used to having that extra surface space, it's surprisingly hard to imagine not having it. So, those are just a few of the things I've noticed living in an American house. I kind of wish were more standard in the UK. None
Okay.
of these are deal breakers. And of course, every country does things differently for good
Okay,
Yeah.
that's it, Sarah. We end up missing both predictions. No air condition and no garbage disposal.
reasons. It's just interesting how small design choices can change how a home feels and functions day to day. I purposefully did not include aircon. I love having aircon here in my American
See?
house. It is definitely needed because it gets really, really hot. However,
But
in the UK, I personally don't think that our houses need aircon. I'm
what?
from the south of
Really?
England where it does get hotter than it tends to in the north of England, and I
Okay.
still don't feel that we need aircon. When we do have a really, really hot day, we go out and make the most of it. So
Wait, but
Open the window.
you know,
Okay.
but the air conditioning is not just for hot days.
Yeah.
In cold days is also important. What is this logic?
I haven't included aircon, but let me know what you think. Thank you
Okay.
for watching, and
Thank
thank you
you.
to my
Thank you
channel
for
members.
sharing.
Well, Sarah,
Okay.
I was kind of right because she ended up mentioning the air
Yeah.
condition at the end. But I thought it was an interesting video.
it was.
I feel like I agree with everything here because the window screens are not common. The open spaces compared with America are not as common also. Islands, same logic. So yeah, I think it was a very interesting video.
Yeah, me too.
So yeah, say goodbye to our friends.
Bye, guys.
Bye, my friends.